Hello and welcome to Pushing Back, Ukraine Daily Brief. As the war enters its 1077th day, these are the main developments from the past 24 hours. The update from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. Russia has lost approximately 842,930 troops in Ukraine since the beginning of the war. The number includes 1,270 casualties over the past day. According to the released Ukrainian figures, Russia lost 18 tanks, 24 armored combat vehicles, 66 artillery systems, 1 multiple launch rocket system, 921 drones, 123 vehicles, and 2 pieces of special equipment. In the last 24 hours, the Russians launched 80 combat clashes and carried out 66 airstrikes, including 108 guided bombs on the territory of Ukraine. They also used 833 kamikaze drones and carried out around 4,100 attacks on the positions of Ukrainian troops and settlements using various types of weapons. In its latest intelligence update, the Institute for the Study of War, Russian forces continued to suffer high losses in January 2025 despite a slower rate of advance as compared with previous months in late 2024. Ukrainian forces reportedly conducted drone strikes against Russian oil and gas infrastructure in Volgograd and Astrakhan oblasts on the night of February 2nd to 3rd. Ukrainian forces continue to innovate with drone operations to maintain their technological advantage over Russia and bring about battlefield effects. The United Nations Human Rights Monitoring Mission in Ukraine expressed concern about the sharp rise in reports of Russian forces executing Ukrainian prisoners of war. Ukraine's Commander-in-Chief General Alexander Syrskyi stated on February 3 that Ukraine has started implementing organizational reforms to transition the Ukrainian armed forces into a core structure. Unspecified actors assassinated Armen Sargsyan, the founder of the Arbit Special Purpose Battalion, who has been involved in Russia's hybrid activities and invasions of Ukraine since 2014. Ukrainian forces recently advanced near Borova, and Russian forces recently advanced near Kupiansk, Borova, Lyman, Chasiv Yar, Toretsk, Pokrovsk, Kurakov, and in the Dnipro direction. The Russian government is expanding the Federal Time of Heroes program, which aims to install Kremlin-selected veterans into government positions to occupied Ukraine as part of long-term efforts to integrate occupied Ukraine into Russia. In President Zelensky's nightly address, he spoke about 3 key areas. Firstly, Ukraine expands economic and social support. The Ukrainian government is ramping up financial aid programs, including e-support and e-Auxilia, benefiting millions of citizens. Plans for pension indexation are set for March 1, while efforts to boost domestic production and address trade imbalances are underway. Officials are also working with European partners to secure resources for demining and infrastructure protection. Secondly, crackdown on corruption and new sanctions. Ukraine's National Security and Defense Council is tackling financial corruption, revealing shadow schemes involving oligarchs and officials. Billions of hryvnias have been uncovered, with materials handed to law enforcement. New sanctions have been approved, with further measures expected soon. Lastly, military and energy developments. Ukraine is preparing for the deployment of French fighter jets while expanding IAEA missions at critical energy sites. Talks with international partners continue over the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant and energy independence projects. Diplomatic efforts also focus on strengthening global pressure on Russia to curb its aggression. Thanks for following today's updates. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. We'll return tomorrow with the latest news on the ongoing conflict.